What if you never go for it? I walk through fear every day.
Afraid of failure, afraid of success. Both.
So if the old model is to fix it, can we create a new model? There's no way you can screw this up. I'm not a cutesy girl, but it's the irony of it is we're like the most sensitive people walking the planet.
It starts out like me going kangaroo, you know, but then by the end I'm like, you're right. But I'm like that with everything.
I just want to quit sabotaging myself.
Hi, my name's TC and I'm a life coach. I run a company called West Coast Coaching. I have a thriving private practice. My practice consists of almost 100% creatives. I work with writers, photographers, fashion designers. I spent the first part of my adult life traveling with many recording artists of our time. A wonderful way to see the world. A true life experience. It's just invaluable. And I've always been the go-to person, very good at helping people find solutions. What I ask my clients to do is be in the now and take responsibility for themselves, their actions, their thoughts, their feelings, and their own lives in present tense.
You know, calm inside the storm is sort of what I want. I want to work on, like, how to be chill and how to be centered. Calm inside my own storm, sort of, because there's all this stuff that I want to achieve and there's stuff I want to do. I start getting frenzied. When I'm spastic, I'm not really present. I'm everywhere but the action. I'm everywhere but the gig. I'm everywhere but the conversation. I'm like, I'm already on the next conversation if I'm, do you know what I mean? If I'm in that energy.
So how do you change it? Like, let's say you go into an environment and you walk in the door with some spastic energy. How do you switch that up?
Breathe.
Yeah?
Breathe. It always comes back to the breathing thing.
You can take a pause. And that's real, and that's essentially what breath does for us as well, is it creates that pause and you're present.
I'm present.
You're present.
It's like I'm open to all the good stuff that can come in that next 45 minutes on stage or in that conversation. You know, that's what it feels like. Putting some language around it. I have my idea of what the language is, but I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to make you work for it. All right. So I mean, what do you think? Like, you know, like if you kind of took everything that we were talking about today and you put it in a nice little present and wrapped it up, what would that be for you? I get frightened of like a moment in conversation when the truth is spaces and pauses are what it's all about. You know, let the other person have a second. It's not my job to fill the space. Let the other person talk for a second.
You just came up with the key.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the key right there.
I like lay back in the fold because it's the opposite of this sort of, it's just like, just sitting and taking it in. Not having to fix it, taking it in, and not necessarily being affected or caught, like we talked earlier today about being caught up in other people's trips, and that's something I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be anymore. Caught up in other people's energy. Right. Good or bad. I mean, if I want to be very, very careful about whose energy I engage in. Cool. And what I want to vibe with. For me, learning to accept and lay back, that's an area for growth. So it's just knowing what I need, and that's what I need. And I encourage you guys, and I urge you to connect to the small successes and energize those. Energize your wins. And stay on the positive tip. Wouldn't it be great if everyone in the world had a life coach? If every person on this planet was striving to be a better version of themselves and really inventorying themselves and doing the work, the vibratory level of the whole planet would lift up to this place. It would be incredible. Imagine, if you will, very John Lennon missed.
It's easy if you try.